So hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Coach. So today I'm going to explain your 12th standard, that is the business study 4th chapter, consumer protection. So let's come to the consumer protection. So let us know whether this is the true or false. So consumer protection has a moral justification for business. So it is true, consumer protection has a moral justification for business, as it is a moral duty of every business to protect the interest of its consumers. And next is, in addition to rights, a consumer also has some responsibilities. So it is also true, in addition to rights, a consumer has some responsibilities such as being aware of the availability of various goods and services and other things. And a complaint can to be made to a district firm when the value of the goods or services in question, along with the compensation claimed, exceeds by rupees 20 lakhs. So it is false. A district firm offers for redressal of consumer grievances when the value of goods and services in question, along with the compensation claims, is less than 20 lakhs. Next, the Consumer Protection Act provides for six consumer rights. So it is true, a Consumer Protection Act 1986 provides for six consumer rights, namely they are the right to safety, right to be informed, right to choose, and right to be heard, right to seek redress, and right to consumer education. And ISI is the quality certification mark used in case of food production products. So it is false. It is the quality certification mark used in case of food goods other than food production. And the final is, under the Consumer Protection Act, a complaint can be filed by a consumer for a defective good and also for deficiency in service. So it is true, the Consumer Protection Act of 1996 provides for protection of consumer interest against defective goods, defense in services, and other forms. Next, let us know about the importance of consumer protection from the point of view of a business. So consumer protection refers to the consumer education regarding to their rights and responsibilities and the redressal of their grievances and complaints and long-term interest. So with the increasing competition and the drive to survive in the market, consumer satisfaction and interest is of prime important for any business. And use of resources. So a business uses the resources of society for the production of various goods and services. And ethical reasoning. So today moral values and ethics play an important role in business, and it is the moral duty of every business to protect the interest of its customer and also responsibility towards society. So as the business earns profit by selling various goods and services to the consumer, it becomes their responsibility to take care of the interest and satisfaction of the consumers. And government interference. So a business organization that indulges in any form of exploitation of consumers, such as unfair trade practices, adulteration, etc. Next, let us know about the rights and responsibilities of the consumer. So, according to the Consumer Protection Act, enlists six rights for a consumer. They are the right to safety. So every consumer has the right to be safeguarded against those goods and services that are hazardous to life, health, and property. And right to inform. So according to this, the consumer has the right to get the information about the quality, quantity of the product and other things about the product, and right to choose. So a consumer has the right to choose from a variety of goods and services at competitive price as per his wishes. He can choose any goods, whatever he need, at the best price he want. And right to be heard. So in case of any grievance or dissatisfaction, a consumer has the right to file a complaint. He can file a complaint and right to seek redressal. So a consumer has the right to seek redressal and compensation in case of any exploitation. And the Consumer Protection Act provides for compensation in the form of replacement of product, cash, and other things. Next, right to consumer education. So a consumer has the right to be educated and aware of his rights and availability remedies in case of exploitation. And in addition, the following are some of the responsibilities of a consumer or the awareness. So a consumer should be well aware of the availability of various goods and looking of quality marks. So a consumer must always look for the quality certification marks before the purchase of goods such as ISA in case of electric goods and other things. And asking for cash memo. So a consumer should always ask for cash memo or bills for the goods and services purchased. And reading labels. So label on goods. Label on goods provides information regarding price, weight, expiring date of the product, and honest transactions. So a consumer must always choose legal dealing and discourage illegal trade practices such as black marketing and hoarding. So you should take a good legal dealing and discourage the illegal trades and other things and ensure safety. So a consumer must carefully read the manuals and instructions provided by the manufacturer so as to ensure safe of the product and of himself also, as some product may be little dangerous. And next is the filling complaint. So in case of the product is found defective or any deficiency is found in the quality of the product, a complaint must be filled in the appropriate form. And consumer society. So consumer organization and society such as consumer council, common cause and other things must be formed to work towards consumer education and awareness and environmental protection. So the consumer must also work towards environmental protection by avoiding waste, pollution control and other things. Let us know about the acts passed by the government of India which helps in the protection of consumers. So the Consumer Protection Act of 1986. This act provides for the protection of consumer interests against various forms of exploitation such as defective goods, defensive services, and other things. And in the Contract Act of 1982, this act defines the condition under which the promises in a contract are binding. And the Sale of Goods Act of 1930, the act provides protection and relief to the consumer in case the good purchased by them do not abide by the expressed or implied conditions and warranties. And the Agriculture Produce Act of 1937. This act defines grade and standards for agriculture and livestock communities. Uh, and the Prevention of Food Adulteration Act 1954. This act is formed to check the adulteration in food items and to maintain their purity. And the Standard of Weight and Measure Act 1976. This act safeguards the interests of the consumer against exploitative practices related to underweight and undermeasure of the goods. And the Essential Commodities Act of 1955. This act provides for control and protection, supply and distribution of essential goods, and it also controls inflationary trends and ensures inequality in the distribution of these goods. And the Trademarks Act of 1989. This act is formed to check the use of false marks on the goods and thereby protect the consumer against such goods. And the Competition Act of 2002. This act is formed to prevent such practices by the business firms that hinder competition in the market. And the Bureau in Indian Standard Acts of 1986 under the Act, the Bureau of the India Standards has been established that formulates the standard for the quality of the goods, and based on these standards provide certification of quality through BIS certification scheme. Next, so consumer protection refers to the making the consumer aware and educated about their rights, responsibilities, and to help them in seeking the redressal for their grievances and complaints. So self-administration by business. So the business firm should realize that it is in their long-term interest to protect the interest of their customers. And formation of business associations. So in India, many business and commerce associations such as Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industries and other have been established that works towards consumer protection. And consumers education and awareness. Consumer education and awareness is one of the important steps towards the consumer protection and formation of consumer association and organization. So an increasing number of consumers organizations and associations such as the Consumer Unity and the Trust Society, Consumer Guidance Society of India and other helps for the consumers. And role of government. So government plays an important role in consumer protection by the enacting various rules and legislation in the regard. The government of India has passed various regulations and legislations to provide for consumers protection such as the Consumer Protection Act and other act. And let us know about the role of consumer organization and NGOs in Consumer Protection Act. So consumer education. So the NGOs and consumer organization organize various training programs and workshops to educate the consumer about their rights and responsibilities and publishing journals. So in addition to the training program and seminars, they also spread awareness through journals and periodicals and legal assistance. So they also provide legal assistance and aid to the consumers and help them in seeking suitable redressal and encourage protest against exploitation. So they also encourage the consumers to protest strongly against any form of exploitation and assistance in filing complaints. So they encourage the consumers to file the complaint in appropriate forms and also taking initiatives. So they not only encourage the consumers to register complaint but also take initiative themselves in filing case in the general interest of the public and testing quality of the product. So they carry out the quality test for various products in the laboratory and publish the result. Next, as you know, the responsibility of the consumer. So awareness, looking of these all we learned. So next let us know about the redressal mechanism available to consumers under the Consumer Protection Act. So under Consumer Protection Act there are three. So let's now briefly explain about the machinery used to Consumer Protection Act, that are the district forum. So district forum is a set up in each district by the concerned state government and it comprises of president and two or more members, one of whom should be a woman. And these consumer can only file in a district form in case of the value of goods in question along with the compensation that is claimed is less than 20 lakh. And state commission. The state commission set up in the state commission. Set up the state government has to set up the state commission for the redressal of consumer grievances. Alike district forum, state commission also comprises of a president and two or more members, one of whom should be a woman. And it is the question along with the compensation claimed is more than 20 lakh but is less than the 1 crore. And national commission. So the national commission is set up by the central government and it consists of the president and four or more members, one who is a woman, and a consumer can file the complaint in the national commission only when his compensation claimed is more than 1 crore. So available reliefs are repairing the defective goods or remove the deficiency in the services, replacement of the defective goods with a new one, and refund the price paid by the consumer for the goods of the goods or service, and payment of compensation in cash for the loss, and payment of punitive damage, and removal of misleading advertising and short issues of correct advertising and other things. Let us know about the who can file a complaint in a consumer court and lost some questions. So any consumer, any registered consumer association or the central state bank and the other people. And let us know about the what kind of cases can be filed in a state commission. The state commission has been established under the Consumer Protection Act of the redressal of various consumer grievances, as you all know. And as you know, 20 lakh more than, if it is less than 20 lakh, more than 20 lakh, then they can file the complaint in the state commission. If it is less than 20 lakh, then they should have to file the complaint in district forum. Next, so let us know about the role of consumer organization and NGOs in the protection of the protecting and promotion consumers' interest. So they are the consumer education and publishing journals. So they publish journals and periodicals and to spread knowledge and awareness about the various consumer problems and legal assistance. So they also provide legal assistance to the consumers and help them in seeking suitable redressal and encourage protest against exploitation. So they encourage the consumers to protest against a form of exploitation and unfair trade practices and assistant in filing complaints. So they encourage the consumers to file complaint in appropriate forms and also file complaint on their behalf and taking initiative and testing the quality of the product. So So okay friends, this was your chapter, the consumer protection. So like the video, comment on my internet section, my channel, and questions for more video. I will see you in my next